In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NFL games happening on November 5th, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NFL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Chicago Bears versus New Orleans Saints. The Chicago Bears are preparing for a challenging away game against the New Orleans Saints, and the absence of their young quarterback, Justin Fields, due to a thumb injury, continues to pose a challenge. Tyson Bagent is set to start again in his place, aiming to bounce back from a tough performance in the Sunday Night Football matchup against the Chargers. On the opposing side, the Saints are riding high following their best offensive display of the season in a recent win over the Indianapolis Colts. With Derek Carr leading the offense, they scored an impressive 38 points and now return home with newfound confidence, supported by their solid, top 10 ranked NFL defense. The Saints are well positioned to seize the National Football Conference South lead. The Bears have opted not to rush Justin Fields back into the lineup, and Tyson Bagent will start in his absence once more. Bagent's last start against the Los Angeles Chargers saw him throw for 232 yards, registering 0 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Unfortunately, the Bears could only muster 13 points, and the outcome was never really in doubt. 2 games ago, the Bears secured a convincing 30-12 victory over the Raiders. Currently, the Bears are averaging 21 points per game, while their defense is giving up 27 points. There is some uncertainty surrounding linebacker Tremaine Edmunds due to a knee injury, and he is listed as questionable for the game. The Saints, boasting a 4-4 overall record, delivered an impressive performance in their recent game against the Colts. Their offense scored 38 points, securing an 11-point victory. Derek Carr completed 19 of 27 passes for 310 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Saints are currently averaging 21 points, while their defense is allowing 19 points per game. Although their offense has been inconsistent, their defense ranks 9th, and it's essential for them to find success in this game. Taysom Hill, who recorded 2 touchdowns in the last game, is expected to play a significant role in the upcoming matchup. While the Saints are favored by 7.5 points, their predictability has been akin to a game of rock, paper, scissors with a cat. With a 2-5-1 record against the spread, they have left bettors puzzled. Conversely, the Bears may not be world beaters, but they offer a degree of consistency in the NFL's unpredictability. So, when it comes to deciding who can be less inconsistent, it seems safer to bet against the Saints, who have struggled even at home with a 0-3-0 against the spread record. The Bears may not shine, but they are at least consistent in their mediocrity, and sometimes that's all it takes for a bet to pay off. The Saints need to prove their consistency, and until they do, it's challenging to trust them as favorites. So the Chicago Bears to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Despite the challenging circumstances, Bears quarterback Tyson Bagent's performance last week was better than expected, considering the daunting road trip and the primetime setting. In his first career NFL start the week before, he led the Bears to a 30-point output against the formidable Raiders defense. In contrast, the Chicago defense is struggling and recently allowed 30 points to the Chargers. This has not been an isolated incident, as it was the 4th time in 8 games that they surrendered 30 or more points. The total for this game is set at only 41 points, and in 7 of the Bears' 8 games this season, there have been at least 42 total points scored. On the other hand, the Saints have witnessed 55 or more total points in each of their last 2 games. Last week against the Colts, they experienced somewhat of a breakthrough, amassing over 500 yards of total offense. Remarkably, they didn't rely heavily on Chris Olave or Michael Thomas. It was actually second-year pro Rashid Shaheed who led the way with 153 receiving yards. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Arizona Cardinals versus Cleveland Browns. The Arizona Cardinals embark on a journey to Ohio for a gridiron battle against the Cleveland Browns at Cleveland Browns Stadium on a Sunday afternoon. This non-conference showdown finds the Cardinals aiming to get back on the winning track, striving for their second victory of the season with a new quarterback. Meanwhile, the Browns look to overcome a heart-wrenching loss to the Seahawks in the final minutes. Historically, the Cardinals have prevailed in their last two matchups against the Browns, including a dominant 37-14 win during their 2019 visit to Cleveland. The Arizona offense has struggled to find its rhythm, averaging a mere 19 points per game and generating just 318.6 yards of total offense per game. The reins have been handed to rookie quarterback Clayton Tune, at least for 1 week, following Arizona's surprising trade of quarterback Joshua Dobbs this week. However, insider reports suggest that Kyler Murray will likely return as the starting quarterback next week or shortly thereafter. Tune's statistics are minimal, with just 4 passing yards from his solitary pass attempt. To compound the challenge, their leading rusher, James Conner, is sidelined due to injury, leaving Emmanuel Demercado as the top active rusher with 195 yards and a touchdown. Marquise Brown leads the Cardinals receiving corps with 416 yards and 4 touchdowns. Defensively, the Cardinals have struggled, allowing an average of 27 points and 355.8 yards per game, ranking 27th and 26th, respectively. Their Achilles heel is their run defense, conceding an average of 130.6 ground yards per game, which is 25th in the league. Linebacker Kaiser White leads the team with 69 tackles, while Dennis Gardeck and Victor Dimuguez share the spotlight with 4 sacks each. Arizona has managed 5 interceptions, with 5 different players each securing one, and they've faced 24 different quarterbacks. On the other side, the Cleveland Browns have started the regular season on a solid note, with 2 of their first 3 opponents held to just 3 points. On the season, the Browns are allowing an average of only 20 points and 260 yards per game. Their defense stands as one of the best in football, allowing just 96.7 yards per game rushing, ranking 7th, and 163.3 yards per game passing, ranking 1st. Despite recent higher point yields by opponents, much of this can be attributed to turnovers, with the Browns committing 17, which is last in the NFL. Grant Delpit, though questionable, leads Cleveland in tackles with 43, and Myles Garrett boasts a team-best 8.5 quarterback sacks. However, the Cleveland Browns offense has scored an average of only 22 points per game, ranking 13th, while gaining 328.6 yards of total offense per game, ranking 18th. Cleveland excels in rushing, ranking 2nd with an average of 148.6 yards per game, but struggles in passing, ranking 30th with just 180 yards per game. The status of quarterback Deshaun Watson remains questionable for Cleveland, and if Watson cannot play, P.J. Walker will once again take the helm. Walker has posted 618 passing yards with 1 touchdown and 5 interceptions. Jerome Ford leads the team in rushing with 381 yards and a pair of touchdowns, and Amari Cooper is the leading receiver with 478 yards but has only recorded 1 touchdown reception. Deshaun Watson is set to return for the Cleveland Browns as they prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona is still mulling over their quarterback decision, with rookie Clayton Tune or Kyler Murray set to lead the team following Murray's recovery from an ACL tear. Despite their recent wins, the Browns' victories have come by a combined 3 points, and their offense may not have the firepower to justify laying many points at this time. Their defense, though vaunted, has conceded 24 or more points in 3 of their last 4 games, with a notable instance of allowing Gardner Minshew to throw for over 300 yards on just 23 attempts. The Cardinals, under Jonathan Gannon's leadership, have consistently demonstrated resilience, with their defense holding Lamar Jackson and the Ravens to just 268 total yards last week. The return of a different quarterback, rather than Josh Dobbs, may provide a spark to the Cardinals' offense. The Cardinals enter this matchup as significant underdogs, and whether it's Tune or Murray under center, the prudent choice is to opt for the points. So the Arizona Cardinals to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. On the scoring front, the Cardinals face a formidable challenge as their offense has struggled, and starting a rookie quarterback may not alleviate the situation. The Browns' defense, particularly at home, has been formidable this season, ranking 3rd in the league in terms of average opponent points allowed per game, with just 12.8. They also lead the NFL in average yards allowed per game, adding to the difficulty the struggling Arizona offense will face in putting points on the board. Historically, the Browns have consistently gone under the projected total in their home games. In this game, expect the total points scored to fall below the projected total. Washington Commanders versus New England Patriots. In a quest to bounce back from recent losses, the Washington Commanders hit the road to face the New England Patriots. The Commanders put up a fierce fight but fell short in a home game against the Eagles, losing 38-31. However, they managed to cover the spread as 7.5-point favorites. On the other hand, the Patriots are coming off a loss to the Dolphins in Miami, losing 31-17, failing to cover the 7.5-point spread. The Washington Commanders are desperate for a win after losing 5 of their last 6 games, managing an even 2-2 record in their last 4 road games. Quarterback Sam Howell boasts a 66.9% pass completion rate, passing for 2,146 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. Wide receivers Terry McLaurin and Curtis Samuel have combined for 827 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns, while Jahan Dotson has contributed with 30 receptions. The Commanders' ground game is averaging 85.9 yards per contest, with Brian Robinson Jr. leading the way, amassing 384 yards and 4 touchdowns. Defensively, Washington has been conceding an average of 28.5 points and 374.1 yards per game. Leading the defense are Cameron Curl with 65 tackles, Montez Sweat with 6.5 sacks, and Kendall Fuller with 2 interceptions. The New England Patriots are also on the hunt for a win after losing 4 of their last 5 games, with 3 losses in their last 4 home games. Quarterback Mac Jones has a 66.5% pass completion rate, throwing for 1,641 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. Receivers Kendrick Bourne and Hunter Henry have teamed up for 644 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns, with Demario Douglas securing 19 receptions. New England's ground game averages 84.4 yards per contest, led by Ramondre Stevenson with 307 yards and 2 touchdowns. On the defensive front, the Patriots have been conceding an average of 26 points and 321.1 yards per game. Key defensive contributors include Kyle Duggar with 57 tackles, Matthew Judon with 4 sacks, and Christian Gonzalez with 1 interception. The Washington Commanders' decision to trade away 2 of their best players mid-season has sent a disconcerting message, and there are concerns that Coach Rivera might be facing termination. The team's trajectory appears unfavorable, which may become evident when they head to Foxborough. Even during adversity, Coach Belichick consistently ensures that his team is well prepared. The Patriots have displayed flashes of brilliance this season, including a victory over Buffalo on their home turf 2 weeks ago, and they are likely to face a less formidable challenge from the Commanders. Ranked 20th in the league for passing yards per game, the Patriots are set to exploit the Commanders' 29th ranked pass defense. The Commanders' pass defense was already subpar when they had Young and Sweat on the edges, and now Mac Jones will have more time to locate open receivers. While some may be swayed by Washington's performance against Philadelphia last weekend, that was before the mid-season trade, indicating that the front office might have given up on the season. Consequently, the players may not display the same level of motivation. Anticipate the Patriots to devise a defensive scheme that disrupts Howell's reads, making him uncomfortable in the pocket. The Patriots' new gameplay style has elevated Jones to a more capable quarterback, and their ground attack is poised to exploit Washington's inconsistent run defense. With the advantage of playing at home, superior coaching, and a likely defensive edge, the New England Patriots are well positioned for victory. The Commanders rank 29th in total offense and 31st in scoring defense, which should favor the Patriots. Despite not representing the typical New England team, betting against them at home has rarely proven to be a profitable venture, so the New England Patriots to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The game is unlikely to be high-scoring, as both offenses have struggled this season. The Patriots have gone under the total in 5 of their 8 games, and the Commanders have gone under in 2 of their last 3. With both teams lacking a strong rushing game to sustain long scoring drives, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.